Hello, Starfinders. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good week. I haven't, but that's okay because we're going to play some games, and that's going to make everything better, isn't it? Today we have the, you know what? I'm going to say it. The thrilling conclusion to last week's Halloween special, the Spooktacular. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jayven Fox. Welcome to the Secret Lab. But tonight, of course, it's not the Secret Lab, it's the Star Lab. And we're going to go on some adventures with friends. And hopefully, it won't be too horrific. Anyway, right, let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, and welcome back, everybody, to episode 5. How are we all?
Great.
Good.
Amazing.
EP.
Excellent. Okay, well, just to catch everybody up then, last week you were on the hunt on behalf of Aldous Callahan, your mysterious and somewhat well-off benefactor. He sent you on
somewhat camp benefactor.
Somewhat camp, yeah, definitely. Flamboyant chap, for sure. He has sent you on a mission to go and determine the whereabouts of one of his workers, a bar staff member called Lexi. You went to go and check out her apartment, where you found it deserted. No signs of a struggle. However, you did find a photo of her and a new squeeze. You also found her personal communication device, which she'd conspicuously left in the apartment. You also found a silky, slippery residue in her bathtub, which Blasmarsfish determined with his medical skills was not of human origin. From there, we went over to, we followed the lead as to the new boyfriend, over to Madame Dragone's dungeon, the Dragonkin S&M bondage club owner. Yes. And you'd been plying the local staff for more information, using a variety of methods.
Some more effective than others.
Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? At which point, we wrapped up last week. Face had somewhat enamoured with Madame Dragone and her eye-popping show.
Well, you know,
Decided to.
I'm only male.
Yeah. You're only Dragonkin after all. Decided to go out and basically make his way backstage to try and get some more information. And
You
that,
also
folks,
found out the name of this boyfriend, right?
Killian.
Killian, yes. And we... Facey, you're right just to get your mic a little bit closer, because I am running you very hot at the moment.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll hold it here.
That's alright, there we go. I've boosted it a fair bit there. Okay. So, that was where we left it. last week. So the rest of you were in the club area. Facey had just made his way backstage, and of course, I forgot to mention that Face and Ormungandr have synced up their safe bands, which are a technological development that allow people to telepathically exchange safe words when indulging in more, should we say, edgy adult activities with one another, because it's difficult to utter a safe word with a ball gag in your mouth. So obviously we live in a bright and glittering future where we've solved this problem, and they have used these devices as a way of calling for help should things kick off backstage. And that's where we find ourselves. So folks, what are you doing?
Well,
We're waiting. We're waiting in the club, kind of trying to blend in. Brad's doing a fantastic job of blending. And, I guess we're waiting to see what.
Mixing
guess
cocktails is what he's doing.
yeah.
Guess we're waiting to see whether or not Face is successful in infiltrating Madame Dragone's lair.
And I'm
he's
I'm
blending.
metaphorically covering Face's 6, but not literally.
Okay.
Although I could potentially literally be covering the 6 depending on what happens.
I'm starting to get arm-8 and my wrists are sore.
Repetitive stress. Repetitive
Yeah.
strain disorder.
Yeah, if you can't remember what Izit was doing, make sure to head over to the YouTube to watch last week's video.
I'm sure you'll
And
be
not
very interested to
Pornhub.
hear it.
Yes, yeah, it'll be well worth the time spent, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm just sort of looking at Madame Dragone thinking, how have I got myself in this situation?
Well,
What am I doing?
she right now is relaxing after her show, her brutal dominatrix show, and is now just reclining on a large pile of what appears to be treasure in her changing room. And she looks you up and down in a kind of, well.
Hello there, Madame Dragone. How are you tonight?
Very well, and how can I help you?
Well, I mean, I saw your show. It was very entrancing. It was captivating. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Well, aren't you a little sweetheart?
Yeah. I was just maybe if you need a helping hand in any of your other shows, then maybe you could give me a call.
Phrasing.
Well, want to get into the business, do you?
Well, it's not my usual business, but there's something about it did catch my eye.
Well, let's be honest, usual business is so boring.
Yeah, it's sometimes it does get a bit boring. But yeah, I was just just wanted to come back here, and I don't see many dragonkin around here, and you are definitely one to behold.
Well, I do occasionally miss Triaxis, but they could be so dull.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I left.
So you've left for good, or just visiting?
Well, I get around doing odd bits out in different worlds and right here on Absalom. But this is the first time I've managed to catch your show.
Getting around doing odd bits, eh? Maybe you would fit in here.
Well, exactly. That was my line of thinking.
Well, what is exactly you see yourself doing for me? I can be rather strict.
Well, being strict can be fun.
Right
But
answer.
I mean, if you ever need, I see that your stage hands got a bit tired, a
They're
bit
only
worn out.
small.
Yeah, they are
They can
quite
only
small.
take so much.
Exactly. I think I thought maybe
Oh,
if
dear.
I was part of the show, it could get a bit spicy.
Well, why don't you come back to me next week and we'll try you out.
Sounds great. Sounds great. I'll make sure to come back next week.
Always nice to meet someone from the old homestead.
Yeah, it is lovely. Always. I must confess that I did actually have just a slight ulterior motive for coming here.
Oh, you cheeky boy.
Well, it's a bit under the table. I'm doing a sort of investigation,
Oh, really?
and it seems to include one of your sort of employees, as we might say, one of your DJs. And I was wondering if you could possibly help with that.
What do you need from me?
Well, we've been searching for one of an employee of a well-to-do businessman on the station, and she seems to have been tangled up in something of a relationship with a DJ that works by the name of Killian.
Yes, Killian, I know him. Talented young man. And this well-to-do businessman. There are many businessmen on the station, and many of them would describe themselves as well-to-do.
Yeah, well, this one is quite flamboyant. You may know of him. He seems a bit odd compared to most of the businessmen you might meet. More eccentric billionaire is the better descriptor.
And does he have a name?
He does have a name. It is Aldous.
Callahan.
It's Aldous.
Ah, Aldous, yes. I know him well. We go back quite a way. He owns this building, you know.
He does he?
Oh, yes. He
Oh,
has his
well,
fingers in many pies, does our Aldous.
Yeah, he definitely failed to mention that to me, otherwise I'd have come here sooner.
Well, he can be rather mysterious.
Yeah, definitely. He does give off a very mysterious vibe, although not as mysterious as you, might I say.
Well, it goes with the stage persona. I'm really quite
course,
straightforward when you get to know me.
Well, I'd like to get to know you quite a bit more, if that's okay. But if you could help with this investigation, that would be great.
Well, I'm always happy to help, Aldous. You say it's one of his employees that's gone missing?
Yeah, she seemingly got into a relationship with this Killian, and they both seem to have gone missing. I was just wondering if perhaps you could tell us where he lives, if you know that information, or if you have a contact number for him.
Well, I can certainly point you in the direction of his apartment. He lives just across the district.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I can't think of anybody who would want to harm Killian, though. He's well-liked, generally.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's people that are harming him. It seems to be something a bit different.
I can't think of anyone who would... No. No, he wouldn't. No? No, I'm being ridiculous.
Well, if there's anything I've learned when investigating things, that if you think you're being ridiculous, then you probably got it right.
Well, had a small amount of trouble with one of the local residents recently. But he's a harmless old fruit, really. But he has been rather vocal in his opposition to our business practices.
Well, I can't see why anyone would be opposed to this. Honestly, it's quite amazing what you've got here.
We are pillars of the community.
Exactly.
But he has been making rather a fuss about the various businesses moving into the district. But he wouldn't harm a fly. I'm sure he can't be mixed up in this.
Well, I mean, any information, if possible, would be really, really helpful. And obviously, if you think this person could have anything to do with it, even if he's not harmful, we would just like to ask him maybe a couple of questions.
Well, look, I'll send you Killian's address. She flicks across a little data bloop to your personal comms unit with Killian's address on it. And she follows with the man in question is a man called Herbert Pennybone. He runs a small pet shop in the district. I think he's been rather upset about the change in demographic.
I see. And his name again was
Herbert Pennybone.
Brilliant.
He's lived here for years.
So an old resident then.
An old what? Sorry.
An old resident of the area then.
Yes, he's been here since before any of us were.
Okay, he might know some things then. Brilliant, thank you. That information is very, very helpful.
She also pings over the address of Herbert's pet shop.
Thank you. But yeah, enough about the investigation. I was serious. If you need any help on stage anytime, then feel free to give me a call. I'm just gonna ping her my comms details.
Well, thank you very much. You'll have to pop by again sometime.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. Anyway, the investigation calls. I must be off.
Of course.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're
I really
welcome,
appreciate
darling.
it.
Besides, I have some more hoarding to get back to.
Oh, yes.
She just
Hoarding is very important.
She just kind of nuzzles down into her leaps.
Yeah, and I'll make my way back out to the club.
Ta-ta for
and
now.
try it. Bye, madam. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find Ormanganda and let him know what I've found out. I'm probably actually gonna just ping everyone on their comms and tell them to meet us at the bar.
I'm already at the bar.
Smoothie.
As he comes out, obviously I was waiting as close as possible to the backstage. Like I go to floor bump him, and then I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
I see the
I know where those claws have been.
Yeah, fair.
I love you, bro, but
As you guys regroup, obviously one of your party is still somewhat occupied, and as you finish off, Izit, one of your participants sort of sits up and mate, that was
Oh my!
that was something. I've never. That was something. Thanks for that. Not planned, by the way. So, well, I guess I lost or won, depending on how you want to look at it. You wanted. What was it you wanted again? I've forgotten my. Oh, I'm honestly. Oh.
Any
Afterglow.
information that you can give me in relation to the whereabouts of the DJ Killian or his girlfriend Lexi?
Well, I don't know either of them very well. Obviously, I spend a lot of time down here. I might spend even more time down here now if you keep coming. But yeah, I don't
I feel
know.
like there's a pun there somewhere.
I don't know much about them. I did. There was a bit of a thing last week. There was a little bit of ruckus. I mean, nothing too serious, but there were raised voices.
Who between?
Well, some guys came in. I overheard them saying something about wanting to play at the club. Killian just chucked them out. Didn't want anything to do with them. They're an edgy sort. Despite appearances, we're all pretty chilled out around here. We all look after each other. These guys, let's put it this way, they're a bit serious. Not really the right fit for in here. But they wanted to play with their band, and Killian wasn't having any of it.
When you say that they were an edgy sort, what did they look like?
Well, I mean, kind of like us without the warm persona.
So they were dressed in leather and straps, or were they wearing other things?
Yeah, I mean, they're part of our scene, but they're not part of our scene, you know? Bit nasty.
Any idea what the band name was?
I don't. I think the lead singer's, I think he's Drax? Something like that, anyway. Yeah, real spooky sort.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about them? Do you know where they hang out? Do they play anywhere else?
I mean, I think they've got a rehearsal room, like an old warehousey type place somewhere nearby, but I'm not sure where. I'm not interested in getting involved.
And what music do they play, do you know?
Well, it's kind of like cyber torture metal, I guess.
Quite popular around here, or is that quite a niche thing?
It's pretty niche. I like something you can sing along to.
And get your cheeks clapped to. That's...
Sure.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything else you can tell me, that'd be all ears.
No, I don't think so. I just think I just need to lie down.
You get yourself a well-deserved rest.
Yeah,
like,
no.
that was some stamina that you had there. You're going to make somebody very happy one day.
Well, thank you for everything. Hope to see you again soon.
So I just stand up and walk over to the group, just shaking my arms out, trying to get a bit of the lactic acid.
Did you get a bit tired there? Did you? I saw you go.
No,
Quite impressive.
no, it was absolutely fine. Like all. I just need to have a wash. If you just bear with me 2 minutes, I'll just be right back.
It's unclear. It's unclear from where, but I just produce a lizard on the stick, and I'm like, hungry.
I go and freshen up and come back. There we go.
Yeah, once everyone's gathered at the bar, I sort of tell them what Madame Dragone told me. Guys, Madame Dragone has given me some information. She's told me where Killian lives. She's given me his address, which seems quite helpful. We could go check out his place. She also said that there was a resident of the area who owns a pet shop, who was quite vocally opposed to this place and the clientele and the sort of the new businesses coming in. She said he was harmless, but I think it's still worth looking into.
And I heard that there was a group of guys that had come in the week prior, trying to play music at the club and had a bit of an altercation with Killian. He kicked them out, and they were not very happy about that. Apparently, they play nearby in a rehearsal room somewhere, but we don't know where. We think the lead singer of that place is called, of that band is called Drax. So that's all I got. So they've potentially got a motive to be pissed off at Killian, but I don't know that would necessarily mean that they have a motive against Lexi. I don't know.
So
If they were together at the time, if someone angry at them might have just taken both of them for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we've got two locations worth checking out, and maybe, just maybe, this pet shop owner knows, if he's been here for a while, where the rehearsal space of the techno death band
Cyber torture metal.
Yeah.
Cyber torture metal.
So-
Jay, is there like the equivalent of I don't know, hollow posters or something as well? I mean, is it potentially like, we don't know the name of the bands, but there might be posters up around the place in which the band name of the members of the band are advertised or anything as well? If we can keep our eyes out for that, maybe.
Yeah, if there's like a Drax and the Dickheads poster.
So obviously not within the club. But
but
as you're out and about, by all means, you can keep a lookout.
Keep an eye out.
While you were deciding where to turn your attentions to next, your personal comm unit's chirp, and it's Aldous. Well, what's going on? How's the investigation going?
We're getting there. We've got some information. We're just following a couple of leads.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I can't hear a word over this music. Is that? Oh, you're not at Dragone's, are you?
Yes. We're at Madame Dragone's. I actually had an audience with her. She's quite nice.
An audience, eh? Well, look, one of you get back here on the double. I want a full status report.
Okay. Well, one of us will come back.
Do you have a preference who, Mr. Callahan?
No real preference. Just give me an update, okay?
Okay. I think it would be more beneficial for us to do one, follow one of these leads first, and then report maybe. It shouldn't take long.
What's that about pork? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Don't worry, Aldous. We'll be there soon.
No, I can't see it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hang up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, I can't do it with this guy. I'm just gonna.
I love that Aldous knew exactly where we were based on the background noise.
Yeah, guys. What should we do then? We've got a couple of leads. Who wants to follow up on what?
Well, why don't you send me back to Aldous, as I'm physically exhausted. So
yeah.
I can go over, and plus I'm still quite wary of him as an individual anyway, and so it's more. Yeah, I think I'd prefer to be the one that just keeps an eye on him.
It does look like
part of my character.
A bit of a lie down, so yeah.
How about Face and Ormanganda go and find the old pet shop boy, and maybe they can pick themselves up a snack while they're there.
Nice.
And Clara and I can go and check out the Killian apartment location, see what's what's cracking.
Okay. Let me just send you the.
Sounds good to me.
I'll send them both the address.
Do you, by any chance, know of any hospitals we can check on the way to see if Killian or Lexi have been admitted?
Not on the way. Large medical facilities like that will mainly be found towards the eye and the kind of more upmarket end of town. There may be some sort of backstreet clinics, and much like the types of place that Mr. Muzzfish tends to volunteer. But
I was going to say, would
Ask the right
James know?
person.
Yeah, would Bilaz know? Would he know the good places in this area?
I could fire off some messages to some contacts, see if anyone's heard of anything, or if anyone recognises the weird sample of stuff that we found.
Yeah, that would be
That's
helpful
good.
too.
Oh yeah.
okay, so
Well,
where's
I mean,
everybody heading?
If it's not human, maybe we should take it to the pet shop. He might know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also,
Can we
good
split?
idea.
Do we have enough for 2 samples? Can we split it up?
I would.
Clara, how much of that stuff did you get?
Not. It's
a
not
lot.
really.
I got like 1 cotton swab worth, didn't I?
Okay, yeah.
Not really splittable, I would say.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know, because if it's not human, I don't know how well medical.
Yeah, not human doesn't narrow it down that much, does it?
Yeah.
Think about it, right?
You guys take it to the pet shop. It might reveal something. I'll ask around on the clinic network to see if anyone's heard anything.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Brilliant.
She
we
passes
we've all
you the
got our-
little swab in a little baggie.
So just to clarify, then, who's headed where? So we got.
Blaz and
Is it going
Clara
to
are
to
going-
to go and see Aldous?
Yep.
Blaz and Clara are going to
Killian's apartment.
Killian's apartment. Okay.
Mhm.
Face and Ormanganda heading to the pet shop. Correct.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Team Salamander for the win.
Okay.
Fist bump.
If he doesn't know what it is, we can always take it to the hospitals and clinics
Yeah.
afterwards.
True.
Okay. Well, let's start off then with. Let's start off then with Clara and Blaz.
Okay. So we arrive at the apartment. What are we seeing? Is
Pretty
it-
much. So, yeah, if you're beelining straight there, it's much like it's the same kind of very similar kind of apartment complex to Lexi's. Same neighborhood. I mean, like I say, this whole neighborhood, especially for people who are joining us this week, this whole neighborhood is up against the edge of the station around the docking ring, which is enormous. And down, if you're looking at the station in cross section, essentially there are sort of sloped, almost like beyond tower blocks, mega blocks that form the sort of stanchions that go all the way around the station. And this is where all the docking bays come in, and you kind of have these these sloped tower blocks forming the infrastructure in this part of the station. So there's an awful lot of similarity. You're only a few levels up from where Lexi's apartment was, so a local relationship. And as you make your way in, same energy, low budget, flickering neons, a small, somewhat decrepit-looking droid, simple AI, in a little hatch at the doors as you make your way through the main entrance to the building.
Going to ask the droid if there are any messages for me, Killian.
It takes. It's old, so it does take a second to activate. It's just activating now. Just bear with it. It's just powering up. Hang on, I'm just. Yeah, is it powering up?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Any messages for me, Killian?
Me, Killian.
and it kind of... It's confused because it knows you're not Killian. It's old, but it's not that old. It has eyes.
I think you need to.
But it presumes
check
it's
your circuits.
it presumes it's itself because it knows it's old.
Yeah, you definitely need to check your circuits because I am Killian.
Running visual diagnostic.
Can you please give me a... ooh, is this going to be a persuasion? I think this might be a persuasion.
hang on.
What's it called? Not persuasion. Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I don't have a bonus. That is a nat 20.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
I am not detecting any errors. But of course, I'm terribly sorry, Killian. Yes, let me just check my inbox.
And it processes for a second, and
I have one new message.
and emanating from the tiny little droid comes a somewhat distorted voice.
You know who this is. You better remember what we talked about the other day. Don't let me see you around here again.
And that's it.
Oh shit, I wish I hadn't listened to that message.
Iris is quietly writing that down in a notepad behind you.
Okay. I guess for completeness we're heading on up to the apartment.
Good day, Killian, sir. No more messages.
Yeah,
Shuts
thanks
back
for
down
that.
into its little cupboard.
Oh, dear.
So you make your way up to the apartment number that Madame Dragone gave you.
Should we not have asked it if it has a spare key? 'Cause
Uh,
we've still
got this.
go-
It-
Okay.
Yeah, it will be a computer's check to hack your way in through the keypad on the door.
Oh shit, that's a 10.
I'm afraid first attempt is a fail.
Uh,
But no alarms have gone off. It's a relatively basic system. You can attempt it again.
okay. Attempt number 2 yields a 26.
Okay,
That's
that
better.
that does it, and the doorway chimes and hisses in the affirmative, and swings open. And much like Lexi's apartment, it is pitch black inside.
This again.
Indeed.
You smell it? You smelling anything in here, Clara?
Let me see. Am I smelling anything in here?
Just bear with me, uno momento, to pull up a little bit of information about what you do detect with your finely tuned senses. Hang on a second. Is it that one? Oh, come on, where? You detect the unmistakable smell of warm viscera. And I say warm, stale viscera.
Can I
Grim.
tell where it's coming from?
Everywhere in the apartment.
Right.
It is strong.
She's gonna try and flick the light on.
The light does not function.
She's just gonna slowly turn to Blaz. Blood.
Uh,
Lots of.
Blaz can smell this also.
Oh, okay,
This does
cool.
not require your keen senses.
Oh, okay, cool. Great.
Apartment painted with guts.
Um,
Excellent.
Be careful
Right.
where you step.
So this is another moment where token spell is going to get cast. I'll try and cast a weak glow ahead so that we can see what I think we're all expecting to see.
Clara's gonna like tuck her notebook away safe and get out the cotton swabs.
I'll need the 2 cotton swabs for this.
Double swabbing.
As you cast token spell and the end of your battle staff starts to glow electric blue, you are treated to the sight of blood and no small amount of innards smeared around the apartment.
Oh fuck!
Bob. just gonna take some of that. That in a little baggie all on its own.
I mean, ew. I don't want to go in there.
Oh man, I don't think the pet shop's going to be this exciting.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Alright, what
Clara's
can
just,
I?
Clara's
we
just
see?
gonna look around, look at her fluffy white tail,
Yeah.
and just be like, "We should have gone to the pet shop. We should have gone to the pet shop."
Yeah. Next time, pet shop. Sure.
Yeah, scales were so much easier to clean than fur.
How you said warm viscera. I'd hesitate to kind of poke a finger in there, but I'd hover a hand over the nearest clump of innards, trying to discern whether or not this is recent.
You know what? Perhaps I used the wrong adjective. I did, really. It's more like viscera that has been warmed over at some point, which is really what's adding to the smell. However, it's been like this for... You don't have to be a medical expert. I'm not going to make you roll for this. It's been a few days.
So they left the
Is
heating
it
on,
still-
basically.
Yeah.
So is it still squishy and squelchy?
The deeper areas are... A lot of it has dried, but where it is pooled, it's still liquid.
But we can't see any like body. It's just
You would have to. I get not from where you are at the moment, cowering in the doorway. No.
Oh, fuck it.
Did you already throw up all the stuff, all that rat food you ate? Or is this now going to prompt
You know
it?
what? Actually, please can I get a? That's a very good point.
Yes!
Can I please get a fortitude? Thank you, Sam. Can I get a fortitude saving throw from Clara?
that's Oh, where's my fortitude? That's a 19.
Stern stuff.
There's a little. Yeah, you have a moment, but you manage to maintain your composure and your lunch.
She does not have a faint heart when it comes to murder scenes.
Clearly not.
This one is a little bit gross, but
A little
Well,
bit.
yeah, after you then.
she's more concerned with getting viscera stuck in her tail. She's not so much, oh god, this is really gross. It's more of a, oh god, if I get any of this on me, it's going to take so long to get out.
Yeah, you're the wrong colour for this scenario as well.
Okay. I'm gonna edge in, trying not
Yeah.
to tread in any puddles, and casting as much blue glow ahead of me as possible.
Okay. As you make your way into the apartment, it's you can tell that it seems to be sort of largely focused around the small hallway in between. It's pretty much a carbon copy of Lexi's flat. You have a small bedroom, small bathroom, sort of living area, and in the adjoining kind of little cubicle that links the three rooms, that seems to be where the majority of the damages so far. Give me a yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you. Tell me what you want me to do.
I guess at this stage I'm looking for a comm unit or something out of the ordinary that's not just, big pile of guts.
Sure.
Give me a perception check then, please, Blas.
Clara's gonna walk towards the bathroom door while you're doing that.
Okay.
14.
14. You don't find a personal comms unit. You can't see anything. It is dark. But yeah, you don't see any data paddy or anything kind of useful like that. You do on a 14 though notice that the gore has a certain direction, and it seems to be in the direction of the bathroom.
Oh, cool.
Alrighty. Yeah, Clara, careful.
Oh, okay. And she's gonna open the door and kind of tuck her tail between her legs, but it's gonna go like all the way through and back up so it doesn't drag on the ground.
Okay.
It's like firmly just wrapped around her.
Under the glow of Blaz's token spell, again, still hard to see much, but you do see that there is no body, and there is not enough gore to for the gore to be the body. Certainly not of a human male, if that's who you're expecting to find. But yes, there is no body.
Do I see any of that silvery residue in this one?
Give me an investigation check.
Not a good roll.
What does not a good roll constitute?
What would be investigation?
Professional.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I keep doing this. I keep doing this because of D&D. You do a perception roll, but you have a class feature, don't you? That means you can kind of like thoroughly investigate a space. That was what I was getting mixed up on.
Straight perception is fine. That makes my roll slightly less scary.
Cool. Okay, give us a straight perception. Sorry.
Okay, 16.
16. Okay, you do notice that mixed up with the smears of blood on the tiles, there is something that looks remarkably like the same secretive ooze that you found at Lexi's apartment.
Swap. She's going to be really careful to just get like little bits of the ooze and not the blood that it's next to. Just like little dabs.
Should we this feels very policey. Do we call the cops on this? Would Aldous want them looking at this?
I think if he wanted them looking at this, he would have asked them, not us.
Yeah. Should we just kind of quietly bugger off?
Probably, yeah. Did you find anything else? Any footprints? Any?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not seeing anything else, just the goo towards the bathroom and nothing hackable or out of the ordinary. We should probably check under the bed for more chaps.
In fairness, actually, I didn't give you an opportunity to roll perception in this room if you want to do that as well, Blaz.
Hang on.
I'm loving these audio stings.
They're fucking creepy. 3.
You almost go arse over tit on a pool of blood.
Yeah, fantastic.
but you managed to grab the sink and
Really
recover
wanting
yourself.
to get out of there to like perceive anything. You're just like, no, I just want to get out now.
Yeah,
I wanna leave."
You could tell your heart was not in that search.
Slip and headbutt the sink.
Blaz is well and truly sick of this place.
Okay, I can tell you with no rolls required. I can tell you that you do not discover anything in the bedroom of use to your investigation. So,
Do we see any bloody footprints when we exit the apartment?
no footprints.
Where was the silvery ooze that Clara found?
There was a smear of it on the tiles in the bathroom.
Okay.
Was it by the bathtub like last time, or just on the wall somewhere?
It was well, it was the bit that you found was a smear in between the bath and the sink.
So, like, maybe something that doesn't have feet and is really gross and sticky did this.
Yeah, I got nothing right now.
Yeah, me neither. Let's go and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, as you depart hurriedly from Killian's apartment, we are going to cut over to. We're going to cut over to Izit. Izit, you've made your way back to the Gilded Flute, Aldous's happening night spot. Made your way this time up, not to the backstage green room, changing room area in the Gilded Flute. You've actually headed upstairs, past the VIP rooms, past the space champagne bar, and you have been waved into Aldous's office, one of his many offices. It, as usual, it has a variety of it's beautifully appointed, large sweeping desk. Aldous is just in a little ante-room at the moment, so you just are waved into by Otto, and kind of he gestures at you to kind of like, take a seat. Aldous will be along in a moment, and you, as you look around the room, there is a large, incredibly thick paned glass, one-way glass window that looks down onto the dance floor and the stage of the Gilded Flute. You can see the people bopping away, enjoying their evening. And as you look around, you see all manner of ornaments and trinkets and things that Aldous has, I suppose, I guess, accumulated on his travels as an entrepreneur and shipping magnate and entertainment. Big guy in entertainment, producer. So what are you doing while you're waiting in his office?
I'm just having a look around, really. I'm kind of not really doing anything. I don't like being left waiting. Find that a bit rude. But, what are you going to do? This guy's paying the wages.
Okay, well, you're sat in front of his large desk, and there are some. There's a variety of. There's what look like some small some awards statues for his for some of the hollows he's produced. He's got them dotted across his desk. There's a data pad, rather expensive looking data pad. There is just behind his desk on a shelf. There is a gently glowing crystal, and there is some more glass statuettes up there, and some more celebrity photos, because there's always celebrity photos everywhere you go with Aldous.
I have a walk over to have a look at his celebrity photos just to see if there's anybody that I recognise. I just say to Otto that I'm just having a look to see if there's anybody here that I recognise. Otto, is that okay?
Of course. Because you hear him in your head.
And
He
And then I just touched
just
the
wanders.
shiny
He just
rock.
wanders out to the. Oh, he touched the shiny rock.
It's a shiny rock. What else are you going to do with a shiny rock?
What's the worst that could happen?
Gotta touch a shiny rock.
Roll for initiative.
As you
Boss
touch,
music starts playing.
as you touch the shiny rock, you are instantly beset with visions.
Oh, that's not good.
Dark, tormented visions. You see your party mates being vivisected. A series of flashes crosses your subconscious mind, and you are confronted by visions of teeth, blood, and the gruesome deaths of your party. One at a time, you watch them all fall until there's nothing but black. And you rock back, bang into the desk. You're thrown back by a certain amount, almost with a spasmodic force, as you touch the crystal, and you're shook, mate. It was like one of those really horrific nightmares that you have that seems to take place in real time, hyper compressed into a few seconds. You can barely make out what you've just experienced, but you're just left with these kind of almost Event Horizon kind of flashes of horror. As you are still staggering from that, Aldous said, but I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting, my dear boy. I had some important business to attend to. So, how's this? Mr. Sands, are you quite all right?
Yeah, I'm here. You asked for me. You asked for one of us to come. I was just admiring your shiny rock.
Did you touch the rock?
No, of course not.
It's vitally important.
But it does look very shiny.
It's vitally important you tell me, my dear boy. Did you touch the stone?
I might have brushed past it slightly when I was picking one of the photographs up.
He looks you deep into your dark eyes, and he was almost looking through you, almost looking around you, and he looks disturbed. His whole demeanor towards you has changed. And he just goes, I won't ask you what you saw, dear boy. That is for you and you alone. Do you know what power is?
The ability to get other people to do what you want them to.
Quite the opposite, my boy. True power. True power is choice. It's perhaps the only power we ever have. It took me many years to realize the truth of this. So many times in our lives, we have choices and convince ourselves we have none. Or we have no choices and feel that we are in control. Our choices are all we ever have. And they are what make us great, what make a life worth living. Do you feel happy with the choices you've made so far?
I don't think that I do so far in my life. I'm only quite young. The whole point of me coming to this station is to just experience some new things and to truly find out who I am.
It can take a long time. Many people go their entire lives and never truly find out who they are. But know this. Is Titafar Sands, of the houses Sanaran and the Emerald Quorum, Holder of the Balance and Oathkeeper to Praz of Kassath Prime. You are greater than you know, and you are more powerful than you know. Do you like the stone?
I've questioned the choice of somebody who had a stone like that. I didn't quite enjoy my interaction with it.
No, I can tell. Here, he goes over to his desk drawer, unlocks one of the lower drawers, and brings out a set of gloves. Now, these aren't merely for sartorial purposes, although they are rather elegant. Please, take these. They will allow you to carry the stone. I think it's best that you have it now. But if you are handling it, please do use the gloves. The stone can be incredibly dangerous. And he hands you the gloves and gestures for you to take the stone. I know we haven't known each other very long, Mr. Sands, but I know that trust can only be earned over time. But I want you to trust me when I tell you to take this with you.
I'm like, take it where? Like, where am I taking this stone?
On whichever road you choose to travel, my friend. You've never seen him this subdued. And normally his eyes are darting around the room. He's clearly always got 20 things on his mind. And for the last few minutes, he has been laser focused into your eyes in a way you've not seen before.
My arsehole puckers slightly at this kind of this interaction with Aldous. It's making me deeply uncomfortable. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself that, you know, it could just be, it doesn't, just because I've seen something doesn't mean that that's going to happen. Like, it could just be a nightmare stone. It could just be something that you give people for a joke just to frighten them. Or, you know, it could be something that plays on your fears as an individual and helps you work out what the things are that you're truly frightened of. And I think for Izit, it's letting people down is the thing that he hates most in life.
Okay. We rejoin our adventurers, Ormanganda and Face, where they are headed towards the small family pet shop of Herbert Pennybone. Now, exciting. Let me just pull up the map. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going, whoa. Hang on, Jay. That's all grey. And you are correct. But give me 1 second and we will make that not the case. So here we go. I've had to do some fogging on this one. So do excuse me. Boink. There we go. Ta-da! So you are on the corner, and let me just make sure this looks okay for stream. Not too bad, but let's just zoom in a little bit. So we're on this little street corner, still in this sort of seedy end of town, and this little shop here is the pet store. Now I am just going to quickly pull up our heroes models. Come on, there we go. So there you are. Oh my god. Face is absolutely enormous.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy, but he ain't that big. There we go.
Has he grown as a consequence of his interaction with Madame Dragone?
Shared brain cell, Connor.
So there's Face, and we also need Ormanganda, don't we? And we need to make him about the right size. He's bigger than that. He's bigger than that.
7 foot.
There we go, 7 feet. As advertised. So there they go. The Lizard Bros are out on their investigation, and they have just arrived at the pet shop. Chaps, tell me what you're up to. Talk me through it.
All right. Well, I'm going to say to Ormanganda, I'm going to say, well, okay. So Madame Dragone said this guy is pretty harmless. So, you know, we just want to ask him a couple of questions, maybe. Don't want to go. Maybe we do a good cop, bad cop if he gets a bit uncooperative. But I'm hoping that he's gonna answer some questions.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be the bad cop.
Yeah, you want to be bad cop?
I think it makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
You're the more empathetic of the two of us. I'm going to suggest.
I am big, but I feel like, you know.
What would the test be for that? So I guess if you were being the good cop, it would be a test like charisma or something, or diplomacy, right? What you like on stats for that? Are you pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I've been around. You know, you haven't really dealt with this kind of people. I'm guessing.
No, but I'm good at intimidate, so it kind of fits.
That sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah.
I tell you, you lead in. You be empathetic with Mr. Pennybone. See what you can find out, and if he gives us any nonsense, then I'll start making menacing noises.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. I'm down for this. Again, I don't want to start a fight, but if we need to, then yeah. At least it's us, you know, the big boys.
Exactly. Lizard tag team his ass if we have to, but not in a sexual way. Just to clarify that.
No. We're not in Madame Dragone anymore.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, none of that.
I'm trying to work out whether this is Sam being repressed in character or for real.
He thinks they doth protest too much.
Right? We'll get that lizard out of his shell. Okay, so you guys heading into Mr. Pennybones?
Yeah. I'll head in first. Which one is it? Is it this one here?
Yeah, that's the one. I will get rid of some fog of war for you so you can see what is going on. Okay, ta-da. There you go. And
okay.
The leaf, by the way, I haven't got a mini for Mr. Pennybone, but there is a small, quite a little bit doughy, a little bit. You know what he reminds? The eye picture almost like a slightly taller, maybe slightly more curmudgeonly old guy from Up.
It's weird. That's where I thought you were going as well.
Great minds think alike, really.
Bizarre.
Yeah, he's
Carl.
so yeah. You see a little old man just shuffling around his little corner pet shop.
I don't know if I want to be intimidating now. Now I'm going to feel really bad.
And there's a
intimidating.
A little electronic chime goes off as his face strides through the double doors. A little boo boo. He's like, "Hello, welcome in. How can I help you
I'm
today?"
totally not being intimidating now, mate. I don't care, even if he starts being a dick.
Hello, good sir. Hello.
Hello.
I just this might seem out of the ordinary, but I just like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
What about pets?
Not
You've got some
quite,
questions about pets.
although not quite about pets. But I do have something that I'd quite like you to take a look at as well.
Ooh.
That maybe you could give us some information about.
Oh, well, what is it?
I'm gonna pull the little baggie of silver stuff out and sort of shake it in his face, and I was just wondering if you you clearly know your animals well.
Of
And
course.
I'll just gesture around the shop. I was wondering if you could tell me what this came from.
Oh, well, that's a very good question. Let me have a look. And he sort of looks at it, but it's a pretty nondescript ooze. He looks at it. He does give it a really good once over. He likes the puzzle. But you can see him kind of going. I mean, I don't know. Where did you find it?
Well, it's actually that relates to the questions that I want to ask you.
Oh, very mysterious.
Yeah, we found it. It's in relation to a certain DJ who's been playing down at Madame Dragone's by the name of Killian. Have you heard of him?
Madame Dragone's. And he kind of starts to clam up a little bit. He's not. He's not.
I'll sort of interject past this. I'll be like,
Okay.
it's
So
a
you're
horrible
moving.
place.
You're moving into the shop as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Sorry,
get
I
you
thought
in
I'd
there.
already
No,
done
that's all right. There we go.
Apologies.
I've moved him in.
Yeah.
In there for you. Okay. Oops. I shrank you. Apologies.
That's all right.
There you go.
The amazing shape-shifting Vesk. It's because he's happier now. He's like the Hulk. He's like slightly smaller because he finds this little old man so adorable. So I'm just going. Yeah, yes. I'm afraid we've been conducting some investigations, so I don't know if you're familiar with that place. It's a pretty seedy establishment. We don't like it very much, and we're thinking it might be connected to a missing person.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. I've lived here for 30 years, and it never used to be like this. But the big clubs and all the nightlife, this is a family business, and it's getting harder and harder to stay open every day.
I nod sympathetically and sort of agree along. Just letting him express himself and manifest all his frustrations, really.
If you were... Imagine, I don't know whether you have any children, but if you were looking for a small family pet, and you had to come down to this part of town, it never used to look like this. There's bikers and perverts everywhere you turn.
Well,
yeah, people are addicted to giant dragons. It's horrific.
If people want to look, I have no problem with what people want to do in their own time. I've been around, but they're just dragging the whole neighbourhood down, and I've tried to get the local government involved, and nobody wants to listen.
Well. Look, sir. Look. We work for a very, very wealthy businessman,
Oh, really?
and we're conducting an investigation into a missing employee of his. So, maybe if you're helpful, we can talk to him and maybe get you out of this area, maybe to a nicer area.
I don't see I've lived here my whole life. Why should I move? Who is it you work for?
I'll cut in face. I'll be like, sir, there's also a possibility that if what's happening in these clubs is connected to the missing people that we're looking for, potentially those clubs could be closed down, and perhaps the area could return to the way it used to be before all these, frankly, leather-clad degenerates turned up.
Well, you mentioned Madame Dragone's. Where else is involved?
We don't know, sir, but potentially we were told that... have you heard of something called cyber torture metal? It's not something I'm familiar with.
He kind of looks disturbed and kind of clams up a little bit. I don't think... I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, we suspect that a band which plays that kind of music, whose lead singer is a gentleman called Drax, may also or potentially be involved in the case that we're investigating.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. Is there anything you want? Are you here to buy anything?
We're not here to buy anything. But we could really use your help on this investigation, and as we have said, it could end up, making the area a bit nicer for you, getting you a bit more business.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't get involved in this. I don't know anybody called Drax, and I don't know what it is you want from me. But
wait, can we do a perception check first? Do we think does this seem genuine, or is he? Before we just lay into him,
you can give me a sense motive check.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah, both give me a sense motive check. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, 3. I rolled a 1. I can't tell what the hell's going on.
17.
Okay. My man's got it.
Ormanganda not used to the softly catchy monkey approach of interrogation. And in actual fact, has started to feel uncharacteristically guilty, and is actually kind of making for the door with that nat 1. However, Face,
without understanding why.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I feel weird, and you're off. Face, however, grabs you by the arm, and it's like, whoa, leans in. You, Face, you absolutely detected the sudden change in mood at the mention of Drax, and he's hiding something.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him by the shirt. I'm just gonna grab him by the shirt.
We flipped roles. You're bad cop now.
Yeah, I don't have time for this. I'm
not in front of the creatures. What are you doing?
Look, sir. Look. I get that this is scary for you.
A huge dragon is grabbing me. Of course, it's scary.
I understand that.
Face, maybe we shouldn't beat him up in front of the creatures.
I'm not gonna. Nobody said anything about beating anyone up. But we need this information, and I believe that you can help us, and we can help you. You just need to cooperate.
Give me an intimidate check with advantage, please.
Okay.
Because I am currently his legs are just dangling.
Can I say, Mr. Pennybone? He's a 10-foot dragon. I would give him the information he wants.
With advantage is a 25.
A 25.
Excellent.
I mean, thankfully for everybody, he doesn't shit himself. But the intimidate definitely works. And he's like, look, I don't know what's going on. They said that nobody'd get hurt.
What? Who? Okay, slow down. Who said nobody would get hurt?
The bikers, the cyber people.
Drax.
Yes.
And that would be Drax. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and what did they say they were going to do?
And why?
They said they'd help get rid of the other clubs. They told me no one would get hurt. They wanted my help.
Well, unfortunately, people have been hurt.
What did they want you to do, Mr. Pennybone?
Yeah, what's going on here? Because clearly you've made a deal with these guys.
I can't. They'll kill me.
Nobody's gonna kill you.
Dude, you could pretend you were going to kill him. Like, look, Mr. Pennybone, we don't want anything unpleasant to happen to you in front of all the pets, do we? So think about this. Drax isn't here, but the angry 10-foot dragon and his slightly less angry 7-foot lizard mate are.
He glances over to there are two. You can probably see there are two kind of almost like kind of terrarium type units with his kind of front of house pet stock in at the moment. The smaller one contains some little kind of, they're almost like little amorphous blobs, almost like they would just fit in a coffee cup, and they're just kind of glooping around and making little different shapes and just.
Are they the same color as this stuff that we've got?
They're a variety of colors, but they all are colored, and the goo you have is colorless. They are not leaving a slimy residue, if that's what you're asking. That's a fair question, but no, they are not. Okay. And then there's a couple in the larger one. There are 3 or 4. How can I describe them? They're kind of like, they're about lar big. They have 4 legs, quadrupedal, incredibly fluffy. They've got like 4 little ears and 3 tails and huge eyes, and they are essentially like fluffy little, brightly coloured space kittens. And he looks across at the Proogs and the Kizzles, and he's like, and looks terrified for them. And he's like, all right, and gives you the following information. They wanted me to help them smuggle something onto the station.
What were they smuggling?
I don't know, I promise. I bring my pets in from all over, and they've known me here. They only check for. They don't really check for anything. I don't know what it was, but it must have been something biological.
And do you know where they are now? These bikers?
He points out the window at the motorbikes parked across the courtyard from you. Just over where the red neon signs are. They are his neighbours.
They're his direct neighbours. Okay. I'm going to put him down. I've still got hold of him, but I put him on the floor. And I'm just going to say, okay, you sit tight. I'm going to make sure none of those guys hurt you, all right? But we're going to go have a chat with them. You just stay here, make yourself a cup of tea. You know? We're not going to smash anything up. We're not going to hurt you. They're not going to hurt you. We'll make sure of that, okay?
Does he have a personal comms unit, Jay, or anything like that?
He does, yeah. I mean, pretty much everyone does, yeah.
Okay,
his is over on the desk.
Okay, I'll pick up his personal comms unit and go, just in case, I'll give you this back when we're done. I don't want him dialing it into them as soon as we leave the shop.
Okay, as soon as are you letting him go? From the moment
I'm thinking.
He rushes straight over to his Proogs and his Kizzles, and he's like, it's okay. And starts calming them down. He's like, yeah, he's very, very distraught.
I'll just turn to him and go, so to just put a pin in that, which are which?
The Proogs are the little kind of amorphous little blob things, and the Kizzles are the little fluffy kitteny things with 4 ears and 3 tails.
And I'm just like, so for future reference, how much are the Kizzles? And would there be a discount available potentially if we sort this out?
He kind of pulls them towards him in a kind of like you've just basically threatened to rough him up.
Yeah, but I really, really like Kizzles.
As you,
I've just learned of their existence, and they sound like cats, but like alien cute cats. And I want one.
I will
Slightly with bush babies.
Yeah.
I will.
I thought they were baby skittermanders or something for a minute. I was like, fucking hell, this guy's dark.
I mean, yeah, like I say, there's the Proogs. I'll give you so they're shape shifting, color shifting oozes that enjoy mimicking small objects. And they're normally bred as novelty pets. They're quite common around the place. They're perfect, like they're like space hamsters. That's what you get. It's your perfect first, perfect.
I quite like the idea of that as well.
Perfect first pet. The Kizzles are like they're like I say they're kind of kitten proportions, like almost like fluffy little raccoony kind of tails, and like their heads are pretty much like 50% eyes. They're just like. And they're like,
you've already right. You basically sold this to me. You don't need to sell it anymore.
what I will
coming back for one of those crystals after we fuck these guys up.
So are you leaving Herbert Pennybones?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him, don't go anywhere.
No.
Calm yourself down, but do not go anywhere.
No.
Yes, stay here with the Kissels, little man.
He ain't going nowhere.
Okay. All right, Ormangando, I think we need to head over here and talk to these guys.
As you walk out, by the way, you do notice to the left-hand side of the door, as you're walking out the door, there is actually a sandwich board, and it does list the prices of Proogs and Kizzles. And I will. I'll have to let you know later because I was just looking it up in my notes and I couldn't find it. But it's
no problem. Yeah,
they're pretty affordable.
Excellent.
Pretty affordable. Family pets.
Excellent. Right, so Face. The question is: do we just rock up and see what happens, or do you want us to dial in these guys? What do you think we should do?
Well,
I'm happy. I'll back you whatever you want to do.
Let's give Clara and Blaz a call and see if they're done at Killian's place. And then we'll decide from there. I'm just gonna give Blaz a call on the comms unit. See if he answers. Ring 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey Blaz, how are you guys getting on at Killian's?
Yeah, great. We think we found him.
Think you found him?
Well, there was quite a lot of mush. It wasn't immediately obvious who it all belongs to. Clara's got some swabs, so maybe that'll tell us something.
Okay, well, we've talked to the pet shop owner, and he said that I'm assuming Drax has forced him to help them smuggle something onto the station. And we're just about to go talk to them. Are you guys done there?
Spicy intel. We are on our way. We booked out of there as soon as we possibly could, so we'll be hopefully there to back you up.
Brilliant. I'll give you a little ping, like a Google Maps little show you where we are.
Drop me a pin.
Yeah.
Googleplex Maps. Yes.
I guess while Face is doing this, I'll relay the same information to Izit.
Okay.
So we're all dialed in. We all know the state of play, and we're all regrouping now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ormanganda, Blaz and Clara are on their way. Did you talk to Izit?
I did. I'm assuming he's on his way as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, we should go talk to these guys and see what's going on because it's clearly something's happening.
What I will say is, while you are waiting for the others to arrive, as you're kind of like scoping out the front of the building, you are also welcome to just kind of uncover some fog of war if you would like to. But you are pretty much looking at the boundaries of the building. I'll show you where you might be able to not do that. I'm aware you have to leave, Faith. So a guy in overalls sort of slips out of. I'll show you actually where he slips out of. 2 seconds. He appears from. Oops, not that one. Bloop. Should be able to see that now. He appears from just out, just around here, just down this little kind of side alley, and comes presumably Ormgander's here, just inspecting the price of pets. And
I'll move myself over that.
He appears from the he appears from the alley and goes,
Ooh, pistols.
Oh, we know what you did for us.
Is he talking to us?
He's talking to you. Yes.
Talking to me?
Yes. Well, because Ormgander's distracted by the Prug pricing.
Yeah. Do I recognise this guy? Or
No, he's just wearing kind of work. He's wearing workers' overalls.
What I did for you? Who are you?
I work on Dock 42. We know what you did for us, and we appreciate it.
Okay.
So
you're a dock worker. Are you were you part of the fight back there?
well, if you can call it a fight, I was there. I wasn't fighting anyone, just getting shot at. But we saw what you did.
Well, I'm glad you managed to get out of there alive. But yeah, we did end up getting arrested for that. So I appreciate your thanks. But it doesn't seem to go very far right now.
Well, maybe this will help. I've seen more like you on a ship.
Like me, Dragonkin.
Yeah, on a ship. They're not docked, just floating off Absalom, a couple of clicks out. I've got a contact there. He says they're friendly.
Oh, really? I'm gonna turn to Ormgander and say, look, something's come up that is quite important. A bit more important to me than this job, actually. I might have to go.
Okay, I take a pull on my cigar and look at him and go, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Okay, well, you can take care of this, yeah? You can meet up with the guys and sort this out. Hopefully, I shouldn't be long, hopefully. But
I
yeah,
just shrug. I'm like, more glory for me.
good way to look at it. Good way to look at it. I'm gonna turn back to the guy and say, okay, I'm gonna need the details on this ship.
Yeah, of course. And he transfers you onto your PCU the details of what appears to be, has all the hallmarks of a Skyfire Legion cell on a transport that is currently floating around Absalom Station. It's like an incredibly busy air traffic control. So there's always, at all times, almost like a cloud of varying size, like loads of different sizes of ships that kind of almost orbit the station in a constant motion. There are hundreds, thousands of them out there at any given time. Whole communities out there, perhaps ones that don't want to engage with Absalom itself directly, but want to benefit from the trade routes and the traffic coming and going. So, some of the perhaps more, should we say, people who want to keep their heads down. Some of the more fringe communities often gravitate towards the ships immediately surrounding Absalom rather than Absalom itself, and it appears that there may well be a Skyfire Legion contact on one of these ships, supplied to you by an ally you didn't know you had from the Hangar 42 incident.
Okay, so he's giving me the
bring out the
contact
last-
information for this person, for this Dragonkin.
and for the ship, and essentially some details as to how to get a shuttle over there. Yeah.
Okay.
He's hooked you up with the contacts.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I-
I'm gonna send a message to them, just saying, something like Skyfire Legion reporting in. I need to board the ship. And make my way over to wherever they're sort of near wherever dock they're near.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Jay, before Face goes,
Yes.
I take out the last of my dragons on a stick. I'm like, "Watch your six, big lad." Fist and claw bump him.
Yeah, I'm gonna claw bump and just say, you too, and sort of just run off.
Dragon just running off, his wings flapping.
My wings are going. I'm just sprinting.
Okay. With that then, we'll let you carry on your evening doing not Starfinder things. But I hope you have a fine evening. Thank you for being with us, Facey.
Thank you guys.
Although I would,
enjoy the rest.
I would stick close to a screen.
Oh yeah. Don't you worry about that.
Good night. Love.
Good night, guys.
See you later, buddy. Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to mess up all my cameras. I've just realised. God
Yeah.
damn it!
Bye.
Okay, so folks, you now have control of your little characters. Feel free to tell me what you want to do. How do you want to approach this place? I will tell you that he pointed at the direction of this sign over here. These are the front doors where the bikes and the trash are.
Can we see any other entrances?
There are no more doors on this side. There's an alley going down this way, and there is what appears to be an alley going down this way, but there are no more doors on the front face. They're just a set of double doors here.
Clara looks at the pet shop, looks at Blaz, and says, "Yeah, we definitely drew the short straw."
I'm going to suggest that we scope things out from the alleys. So someone stay out here, make sure that no one leaves, and we need to send one person each down each of the alleys, see what we can see.
Okay. Well, feel free to move your minis. I am going to ask you to move them pretty much like 6 or so squares at a time, alternating, just so I can kind of like unfog things, and also, who knows what's down these alleys? So I just need it to not be a complete free for all. So if you can just.
So wait, how many alleys are there, Jay?
There's you can get down the side. It looks like you can get down the side of the building down here, and you can get down the side of the building down here.
2 parties of 2, or is one person by themselves?
Okay, so Blaz is going down the left-hand alley. Okay. If you make your way up to that corner, then I can reveal what's down that corridor, Blaz. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Do you want me to watch the front door, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so Blaz has just revealed this alleyway down the back of the building.
Cheeky light source. Go in and have a peek.
Okay, as you get up to this corner, you can just about see this. Oh, there you go. And there is light from on yonder. Just hold there for a second, Blaz. While everybody else positions themselves, who's going down this? Is anybody going down this right-hand alley?
Yeah, I'm walking down the right-hand side.
So okay, so is it if you'd want to drop yourself just at the top of that alley there, I will reveal what is down there.
Where are you going, Clara?
So there you go. So as you round the corner, you may get another just straight shot, and there is just a wall at the end, but you can just kind of see like little glimmer, like the wall sort of stops here, so looks like it's a flat wall all the way down here, and then another lit round the corner.
Okay.
Ormangander's watching the front door. There's nobody outside the front door at the moment, so you've got the coast is kind of clear. Okay, Izit's making his way around the back. As you round the corner, you see more corridor, and as you go further into that corridor, I will expose more of what you see.
Okay. I peek my head around the corner.
Okay. Yeah. So you see as far as kind of just that fog has gone. You can see a little bit of light ahead. Blaz, what are your
Stay
two?
frosty, people.
Okay.
Nobody touch nothing.
As you get up to that corner, you see this. Okay. Blaz, as you peek your way out, well, for a start, I will say that you can see a door here.
Ooh.
There is a small back door. And I will also say, you can now see straight through to Blaz. Is everybody else staying where they are? Clara and Ormangander, are you staying where you are for right now?
I am.
Yeah.
I want to check though, Jay. Are there any, in reference to what I said earlier, are there any band posters or hollow posters, with the pictures of the band and with their names or anything, so that I might be able to identify what at least Drax looks like?
There are a few kind of shredded flyers in the puddled streets. Not the best. They're poor copies. They're degraded. But you see a tall, pale, long-haired, very straight-haired, kind of vaguely vampiric-looking guy in the center of the band, and like sort of fetish gears, scarred. Like you see, you get the gist of who these guys are.
Right.
You would
So I
probably
recognise them if I saw them. Yeah.
you would. Do either
Clara's
of you
just
want?
nosing around the bikes for clues.
I will also point out a couple of other doors that you see, Blaz. There is a door here.
Guys, worth sabotaging the bikes.
And there is a. You can also see a door
Just all the
here.
tires.
Is it?
Whatever we. Well, I mean, there are. Let's see. There are 4 bikes. In case we're likely to get into a brawl. If any of them try and escape on their bikes, if we've sabotaged the bikes, then they're not going to
4 or 5 bikes?
Oh, is that a bike as well? That.
The thing in the middle, I don't know.
That's
Sorry, Jay,
a
how many
mono wheel.
motorbikes are there?
Oh.
There's a couple of speeder bikes and a mono wheel.
Okay, so can we sabotage these? I mean, would it be? I mean, is there an easy way to sabotage? Well, okay, that's way. I mean, alarms. That might be something to put a pin in. After you guys have finished your recce, because that's one way. That could be one way of drawing them out. If they've got alarms on their bikes, we don't necessarily want to fight them inside the building. That might be one way of doing it. We'll let these guys finish their recce and come back to us. So we're all on comm links, aren't we? We're all connected with one another. So let you guys finish your recce.
Do you guys want to investigate where this the light is coming in from? There's 2 sources of light that you're both next to at the moment.
Yes.
Who's taking
very
point on that?
curious.
Do you want to pop your head round then, Blaz?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. And as you just poke your head through that opening, you realise that you are now. Ta-da! You are right up against the hull of Absalom Station. Behind these buildings, there is you're looking at a solid walkway. To your right, you have a set of a staircase that leads up to the next tier, and another staircase that leads down to the tier below. There is a catwalk, and what appears to be what is a heavy-duty goods airlock. And as you if you want to have a peek over the railing, you will see that it is hundreds of feet down to the bowels of the docking ring. You are many stories up.
Sweet.
So if someone was docking and bringing aboard some kind of xenomorph, this might be the place, right? Is that what we're thinking? Close to the innocent Mr. What was he called? Again, Mr. Pennybone's pet shop.
Mr. Pennybone.
Blas is going to silently as he can climb these steps.
Okay, I will tell you that as you go up the steps, you essentially realise that they're quite long. It's like a multi-tiered set of. It's almost like a fire escape.
Okay.
And it will take you up to the next tier of District 40 or of the 40s districts.
Gotcha.
So the levels that you've been moving up and down throughout this, you can essentially work your way back up the kind of fire escape manual route as opposed to cruisers and lifts and elevators that you've been taking so far. But this is kind of very much service access, really.
Am I seeing any locks on the doors? Any mechanical or electronic security?
Back of these doors back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Head back to them. And which one do you want to have a look at first?
I will look at this one first.
Okay. So that one. Give me a perception check.
Perception says 13.
13. You can tell that it's locked. From the inside, there is no external. It's like a classic back door. Like there's no external knob. There doesn't appear to be any electronic controls. But you also don't see any countermeasures, shall we say?
Okay.
But it is a heavy door.
Quickly and quietly say, guys, I've found the back door. If you want to try busting it in.
That's a good idea. I'm just wondering. So there's 5 bikes, which means we're outnumbered by at least 1, I would guess. So it'd be quite nice if we could level up the odds by taking out at least one of them before we wade in, and just busting the door might just give away our position. I don't know if it's worth.
Okay.
Like, can you get higher up? Is there any way we can see into this club? Maybe do a bit more wrecking, Baz?
Or could we block the door so that they can't leave?
Let me check out this door on the other side. Maybe there's something more we can figure out.
As you look,
you do a bit more searching.
Sorry, very quickly, I will just say, as you look at this door at the back, you see that there's a little buzzer on it, and it just says H. Pennybone. So you found the back door to the pet shop.
That is worth checking out.
I'm thinking instead of should we just eliminate Mr. Pennybone as a possible suspect here, and maybe there's further information for us before we commit to a firefight.
Yeah, it's a good call. Do you want to just So how do we do this? Mr. Pennybone is in the pet shop. Do we need him to open that door, or is the
Plaz takes a long, hard look at the buzzer and the door.
Can you try and crack it?
Unfortunately, while you are eyeing up the door, the shutter at the front of the workshop warehouse unit, in front of which Ormagander is standing, rolls up, and Ormagander finds himself face to face with a scarred, pretty sunken-eyed looking fetishist. And this is what you see, Ormagander. Bloop.
Oh.
And I will also
Look
show.
good.
I will also show you this as well. And from the flyer that you saw on the
There's backs.
the chap at the door goes, "Hey, what do you want?"
I just exhale from my cigar and go, "It's a sweet bike, man. I was just admiring it."
He looks you up and down and sees that you're still rocking the leather undies from Madame Dragone's, because, by the way, none of you changed back. So you're all still in fetish gear.
Clara's just in her normal clothes.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, yeah, thanks. What are you doing mooching around out here?"
Oh, it's just, I saw some flyers for this band that were apparently cyber torture metal. Sounded like my kind of thing.
"Well, yeah, they're just rehearsing. Yeah, well, you can pop in for a bit." And he gestures into the lair, I guess you would say. What do you do, guys?
It's our position.
Do
Do we hear all this over our communicators? Do we know what's going on?
You would have to ask Ormagander. Did you live comlink this?
Yeah. Let's say I live comlink this. That's
Everybody's safe bands just go bleep.
Yeah, they all go busted.
Right.
Do you need backup?
Well, you don't have any.
Well-
If you're using the safe bands, it's non-verbal communication. All you've got is the balloon's gone up. That's all. What do you do? I mean, Clara, you've pretty much seen this. You're off to one side. You're behind the bikes. You saw this. Like, at least Ormagander looked surprised and be like, "Yeah, nice bike." So you saw that part of the conversation. So do you follow him into the warehouse?
I think I should. I don't think anyone should be alone here. So I'm gonna kind of put on get in my detective brain and put on a facade.
Okay.
So is there another guy in addition to Fetish 1 and Fetishist 2? Was there a third Fetishist? Sorry.
There's Fetishist 1, Fetishist 2, and Drax. I will tell you that the guy at the door, I mean, he's there. He wasn't that one of those particular fetishists, because there are other people around.
Okay.
I've put the kind of key figures in for you, but there are other kind of, much like in Aldous' club, there are
So I guess
people making around, and it's. I will let me just tell you what you see then. You see the flaming torches on the walls. You see the detritus of drink and drugs and chains everywhere you look. The music is loud and aggressive, screeching electronic guitars, blisteringly fast drums, and what sound like dentist drills running through it. It is an assault on your ears. You see,
Like one of your streams.
yes, exactly. Tomorrow night, guys, 7:30. You see people being abused, whipped, lacerated. There are no safe bands here. Nobody is wearing anything remotely safety-based. It is unpleasant, to say the least. And Drax sits in a cyberpunk throne beholding the proceedings, languidly taking in the scene, his vampiric appearance. He looks satisfied at the carnage as he glances through a leather-bound tome, sketching occasional notes, presumably for one of his upcoming works. And he is flanked by two pretty serious-looking fetishists who are kind of very much in kind of bodyguard pose.
Is anyone wearing armor or equipped to fight?
Hard to tell because the general aesthetic in here it appears pretty armored. It's just kind of how they look, but certainly at the VIP end of the room. I mean, there are pipes and knives and scissors around everywhere, but the fetishists also appear to be armed with some more serious weaponry.
Armed, or do they have armor as well, or just like the general weaponry that you're describing? I'm more concerned about their defensive capabilities than their offensive capabilities.
Understood. Give me a what would this be? I suppose this might be a culture check.
I thought perception. I did perception. Oh, well.
Would it be a culture? Yeah, because I feel like it'd be. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a culture check because it'd be about. You got to kind of understand the culture of these people. You know, is this for show or is this actual battle? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but we're going to go with it anyway. It's my game.
So that's irritating. My first one was just like I rolled a 20, but for the culture check I only rolled 7.
So you don't see any. Certainly no. You don't see any heavy armor. The fetishists aren't as. Drax, you can't tell what he's wearing. He just looks like he's in almost a costume. But as you're taking all this in, you hear what can only be described as a familiar voice, or at least it would be familiar to Clara, because it's a voice she would recognise from Killian's Answer Machine. We have some new audience members. He gestures over to you two. Come, friends. Tell us your pleasure.
Do we still have those collars on?
You do.
Clara's goes red.
You'll have no need for those here. We don't believe in such things.
So what does this guy look like?
What's that, sorry?
What does this guy look like with the ominous voice?
So yeah, he's the vampiric frontman. Tall, pale, long face, black eyes. He's
human.
Probably. He has almost elvish, like I say, almost vampiric looking, very long face, sunken cheeks, quite slender. Give me actually. Yeah, no, we're going to leave it at that. Yeah, and he gestures to you to come in, and you feel yourself being surrounded by some of his groupies. They're kind of pulling you more into the room, into the throng. You're kind of being almost like it's not a mosh pit. You're being jostled towards the centre of the sigil you see on the floor. Clara, could you please move your miniature into the room?
I don't wanna.
Did you say sigil?
The symbol on the floor of the club.
Okay.
I don't like it.
If someone informs Blaz of that, he's immediately loses shit.
What brings you Oh, go on. Sorry, is it?
I was just going to say I was going to communicate to Blaz that I've found another door that might be a better way in if he wants to join me.
So you, Izit, have two doors. There is one here.
Oh, is there?
And there is one here.
I'll go for that one.
Okay. So, Blaz, do you want to join Izit at the rear door?
Yeah, we're gonna thump down this corridor here.
Blaz comes thundering down, sensing his party. You are... Ormungandr, you experience something you haven't experienced before as you look at Drax, as the music overwhelms you. You find yourself being sucked into the gaze of this darkly charismatic frontman, and you find yourself almost unable to look away. You are frozen, almost unable to move. His voice, when he talks, seems to be kind of resonating around your skull, and you lose your sense of where you are in the room. It's disconcerting. Is it, Blaz? What are you doing?
What can we see?
Desperately to get into this door.
You can. There is a keypad. Looks similar to the ones that you've seen on the apartment buildings and previously, Blaz.
Gotcha. Is it move? I'm definitely getting through that.
Give me that computers check as soon as you're there.
Does Clara by any
23.
chance sense Ormungandr's weird feeling?
It's starting to extend to you. The longer you spend watching this bizarre ritual taking place. This is not Madame Dragone's. This is something much darker. And every time he talks, you find yourself being pulled further in.
Come on, Blaz, do your thing.
23 was the computer's check.
As you complete the hack, the door chimes in the affirmative, and the door flies open, and Ormungandr, Clara, you momentarily snap out of it as Drax whirls to see who these intruders are breaking in through the rear. When he realizes...
Snap out of it, Clara's going to grab Ormungandr's hand and just back the fuck up.
Okay, so, yeah... Right.
I'm gonna snarl and just fucking battle Drax as hard as possible.
Well,
because I don't like people screaming with my brain.
Hold up.
Okay, stuff is happening now. So, folks, as you burst in, Drax whirls towards you and howls. Blaz, give me a... you know what? No checks required. You recognise the sigil. You recognise the pendant that he's wearing around his neck. It is your old friends. Yeah, that's right. I'm afraid the very cult that abducted you as a child and removed your eyes. As you look around the room, you see the unmistakable symbols of the death and pain cult who robbed you of your ocular vision. They're sick puppies. The fetishists leap into position, taking up guard positions around their leader. And can we all please roll for initiative?
18 for initiative on Blaz.
18, okay.
9.
Ooh, that's not good.
I'm going to need a note here, I think. So...
You've still got spectacular reverb on Discord.
Sorry. Okay, so, sorry, that was 18 for...
Blaz.
Blaz. Yeah, Ormaganda?
9.
Okay. Zoe?
3.
Oofed. And Izit?
23.
Come on, is it?
23.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, damn.
Okay, and Drax, he's going to take a 19. These guys are going to go... Oh. 17 and 9. 1, 17, and Cultists 2. 9. Okay. As you leap into battle stations, you hear the again Drax, his unholy voice going, "Break out the Gimp!" And from the corner of the room, you notice in one of the cages, you hadn't even noticed it there before, the Gimp. You spy him from the back of the cage. One of the fetishists runs over to the cage and releases the Gimp. I don't care that the Gimps sleep in Arcanon. I know, chat. Okay, and let me just roll for initiative on the Gimp.
After this, we're going to still Z's chopper. That's what's going to happen.
It's 12. I'm sorry, I promise it won't be like this every week. Bear in mind it was Halloween last week, it's just a two-parter. I know it feels weird to be doing it like now, just in normal November. But imagine if we'd have got this far last week, it would have been amazing.
We got tied up at the Dragon Orgy.
Yeah, I feel like we're just
Some of us
now,
not as
though.
tied
We're
up as
just
we wanted to be.
Okay, so Izit, you get first move. What are you going to do, bud?
I'm going to see if I can rifle that mouthy motherfucker in the middle.
Are you going for Drax?
Mr. Drax.
Okay, interesting. Alright, so tell me your actions then. Take me through this.
So I'll take up my weapon, my rifle, specifically.
Okay.
Which is a needler rifle, and I essentially aim for the center of Drax's head, whichever way he's facing at the moment.
Okay, as you take a shot, I'm not even going to get you to roll for it. As you take the shot, and Drax morphs and drop. His whole face blackens. He becomes like this, almost like a wet bin bag. His entire body goes black, and he collapses onto the floor. A swarm of cockroach-type creatures just skitter across the floor. Your needler pistol has no effect. Drax, to all intents and purposes, is a carpet of cockroaches shooting out between all of your feet. No one direction, just everywhere, and you can just... They make an unholy noise as they skitter across the stone floor. It'll be Drax's turn next. He's actually going to... The swarm is going to actually bolt through a door, and it's going to seal behind him. And I need to be able to actually see where that ended up. Yeah, Drax has skidded through the door that you find over here, and it seals behind him. You're now left with the two fetishists and the Gimp. Blouse, what do you do? You're currently just positioned at the doorway.
The rage is real upon seeing the emblem on Drax's chest. Blaz has no hesitation in seizing his spell crystal and immediately releasing it on the occupants of the room, the Gimp and the fetishists. Given that Drax has run away in weird cockroach form.
Okay.
He's like a really shit vampire.
Yeah.
So, which spell are you using?
So it's magic missile, I think. Oh no, they're a bit they're just too far. 15 feet between the Gimp and the fetishist number 1.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick one, like two. Yeah, two maximum.
Pick 2 of them. Yeah. All right, Gimp and fetishist 2 are getting magic missiles to the face.
Okay, give me damage on the Gimp to start with then.
Okay.
Because it just hits automatically, doesn't it?
It does, but I clicked cast and it just disappeared, so bear with me. Undo that. Cast, there we go. No, it's just gone again. Stupid thing. I'm just going to manually do this. 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Okay, the Gimp takes 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Get back to there.
Probably likes it.
Okay, and how about fetishist number 2?
Fetishist number 2 also takes 3 points of damage.
Also 3, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, why is that not let me... 3 points damage, yes. Good damage for fetishist number 2.
And with his kind of shuffle action, Blaz is going to reposition himself just behind the wall, kind of back to it, heart pounding.
Okay, you're
going
to
back together.
Loose the shot, take some cover. Okay, no problem. Yep. Okay, that means that we are on to cultist number 1, fetishist number 1 next. Sorry, I just need to quickly open up my other sheet for him, but he... bit perturbed by the fact he knows that Drax had to get out, so he's relieved to see that Drax has escaped. But he is going to... Sorry, I just need to arm their equipment, because they do have some. Yeah, I think... yeah, fetish number 1 is going to howling run at Blaz into melee range, and he's going to have a crack at you with his club. Oof. That is unfortunate. That's an 8. That's going to bounce off your armor, I would guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does not connect.
14.
Next up, we've got the Gimp. The Gimp is going to come out the cage, looping up towards Ormungandr, and he's got reach with. He unfurls these chains. You may even remember them from your childhood, Blaz. They worshippers of Zon Kuthon developed the shadow chains as heat transfer technology, and whoosh, he whips it out and has a crack at Ormungandr. And that's a 26. I take it that hits.
Well, yeah, because I'm not wearing any armor either.
And that
Well,
is...
you mean chaps don't have a kinetic resistance of 26, no?
I don't know what I actually don't know what my armor thing is minus my armor. That's the only thing.
That is going to... It's... that is going to... land 3 points of damage on your resolve. Not resolve. Sorry, your stamina
Health.
points. Stamina points. Because stamina points go first, and then you work on to health.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 points of. Oh, in fact, hang on a second. I'm sorry, I tell a lie. That was 3 points of damage. That's a crit. So that's 3 points of cold damage. But it's also going to result in you being bound by the shadow chains. I will tell you what that is in 2 seconds. But yeah, that was a crit. Well, not a crit. Not yeah. Actually, no. Sorry, it wasn't a crit, was it? No, because it wasn't a 20. I tell a lie. I'm sorry. Ignore me. You're fine. You're not bound, but you could have been. Okay. Next up, we have Ormagander. What are you doing, bud?
Entropic strike on this fucker.
What the Gimp?
Yeah. 15.
15, eh? That does hit. That's Entropic Strikes, that energy, yeah. That hits, yeah.
Damage 6.
Oofed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a nasty boy. I hit you.
You are a nasty boy. Okay, you did not like that at all. That was a nasty, nasty shot. However, Fetishist number 2 senses the trouble with his friend and is, I think, also going to come after you. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to... He's going to run this way through the door, which will then, and I'll just get rid of some fog walls so you can see what's going on. He's going to position himself like sort of essentially behind the door. So he runs past you, gets some cover behind the door, and takes a shot at you. And he's going to take a shot at you with... yeah, that's Cultist number 2. Sorry, bear with me. I forgot to arm my equipment before I did this. 2, 3, 4. I'm back to sheet. Yeah, he's going to shoot at you with... he's going to shoot at you with his perforator pistol. That's a 21. And that is against... that's against energy, I believe.
Sorry, is that me who got shot?
Yes. The perforator...
It's the same thing, because I'm not wearing any armour. So I'm assuming that's a hit.
Okay, so the damage... That's another 3. 3 bleeding damage this time. Focused sound waves from the perforated pistol, perfect metal weapon, punches into your body. Dark elves love them because they inflict gruesome wounds.
On the plus side, all of this has given me... I'm now up 3 entropy points because of the damage.
Dondarg's only, thank you for the sub. Much appreciate that. Okay.
If I'm doing it correctly.
Yeah. Okay, so Clara, you're up.
Okay. Is this Gimp a humanoid?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna try to charm person.
Okay.
So there's a will saving throw for that.
Will save.
But it says this makes a humanoid creature acknowledges its trusted friend. If the creature is currently being threatened or attacked by you or your allies, it receives a +5 bonus to its saving throw.
Okay, so a will saving throw with a +5, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what DC is it?
That's a good question.
With my +5, I got a 15. Save DC 14, so yeah, it saves.
Yeah. Damn, fuck. Shit.
So it kind of like, it looks at you like, and it's like, shakes it off. He's not into fur, he's into leather.
Technically, she has both.
Is it? You're up, mate. Everybody else be thinking about what you're doing next turn as well, because we are going to power through.
I think I'm gonna take a shot at the Gimp. I think he seems like the most ferocious of the three people that we're fighting, and Blaz is kind of hand to hand with Fetishist One, so I think he can handle himself.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that won't provoke an attack of opportunity. You're not moving in. You're not in a threatened square, I don't think, to the fetishist. I might just double check that, but yeah, no, there's not got anything with reach, I don't think. Okay, yeah, no, you're not in a threatened square, so yes, you can do that. So you're not moving. You're just taking a shot from behind the door.
Yes.
Okay, give me that. Give me that roll to hit.
14.
14. Sorry, are you firing with your pistols?
With
or
my
your,
needler
what,
tactical.
The needler.
With my rifle.
So that's hitting against kinetic. I believe it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's got nothing in it.
In that case, yeah, that hits. Give me a damage roll.
Would be A2.
A2. That punctured its hide, and it's like, and it's wounded. It's hurt. Okay, is it you? Are you moving or staying put?
No, I'm going to move myself into the room.
You're going to get stuck in. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through this door and then like down to here, I think.
Okay. Drax moves next. You can't see what Drax is doing, but I'm going to move. I'm going to do what Drax is doing.
That's ominous.
Yep. Okay. Blaz, you are up.
So, probably out of character for Blaz at any other time, but given the situation and the opponent, he's fucking enraged.
Okay.
And he's going to try a full attack. So that is an entire action, everything.
Okay.
You get to attack twice.
But with a
there's
disadvantage.
a -4 modifier to each attack.
Okay. Let's take that first attack then. Go for it.
It's going to be kind of a one end and the other end with the old battle staff. Let's see how we get on. Hang on. There we go. Attack is... So it rolls as a 17 minus the 4 is a 13.
That hits. Give me a damage.
Fuck yes. 4.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
So-
Next attack.
Okay.
You.
I also have a knockdown effect on battle staff, but I don't know how that factors into combat.
It's you get it with a crit, I think. So if you get a natural 20 on the
Okay.
attack roll, that's the crit effect,
okay.
I think.
I'm with you. The second attack is only a 16, so that would be a 12.
It's he almost manages to duck the glancing blow, but you crash one off the side of his head and give me that damage roll.
Yeah, it's only a 1.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good stuff. Great stuff. Right. Fetishist number 1 now gets to act. Currently in melee combat with. Yeah, it's just gonna swing his club at you. That's a 20 to hit. That'll hit on your kinetic, I'm presuming.
Yep, that'll do it.
4 damage.
Oof.
Coming off your stamina pool. That is all happens. The Gimp goes next. The Gimp is limping and but he's not out of it yet. He's still pretty much focused on Ormanganda. I think he
How do
is.
you do what's it called? I know it's not my action, but what is it when you get to just like do like combat banter?
It's combat banter is the
Yeah, you're just doing that throughout, I would wager. He's going to whip
In
at
that
you with
case-
his shadow chains again.
All right.
That's 16.
Oh, fuckers hit me again.
And
But
that is,
only just, actually.
and that is going to be 3 damage.
This guy's pissing me. He's just giving me another bloody entropy point now, so I'm not complaining.
After doing that, yeah, no, he's going to stay there. He's going to stay there. He's just lashing you with these cold chains. They're pretty nasty. We're on to Ormagander. You're up.
So I'll use 1 entropy point to give me bonus damage.
Okay.
So we'll go again, another entropic strike. Just critical hit, 23. Boom!
Nice.
You tell me what happens. He's going down.
Yeah. So it's
Are you
pretty
within range?
spectacular.
Have you got reach? Because or did you move and then entropic strike?
Yeah.
Cool,
We're in
okay.
close combat, aren't we?
No, because I'm
it's
I'm whipping you with reach. I've got reach with my whip.
Yeah, no, I've close to distance anyway.
Cool,
in my
okay.
First turn. So what happens is essentially he just grabs him with his. Oh, what's happened there? He just grabs him, gets his head, and just slams it into his knee like tiger knee, just straight into his head, and releases his entropic energy so that it explodes out the back of his head.
The tight futuristic PVC full face mask that the Gimp was wearing, as you bring your knee up and the energy transfers through every bone in his body. It's like a deflated football. What once was round is now just a deformed lump on the end of his shoulders, and the guy hits the deck amongst the detritus. It's grisly.
Yeah. And even though he doesn't know what a tiger is, Ormagander shouts, "Tiger knee!"
Cultist, however, fetishist number 2 has seen what's just happened. The Gimp's down. The Gimp is down. He's not happy. He's scared of you, though. He is going to take careful aim at Clara. And he's going to... actually, no, he's not. No, he's not. Enraged, he runs out behind Clara and lets loose with... pulls a new weapon from his belt, takes aim and unleashes a jet of flame like Jack Nicholson's Joker's lighter, hitting both Clara and Ormagander, or at least I hope so. So
Yeah, bit mean.
The first hit on Ormagander will not land. Let me just check that. Is that going to land on Clara? No, not quite. You managed to, both of you managed him get to the time it takes him to get into position. Basically, gives the game away, and you manage to dive spectacularly out the way of this gout of flame licking across the torture chamber, which moves us on to Clara.
Cool. Well, she's gonna stand up again, straighten herself back up from the little avoidance of flame, brush off her ears. Yeah, just, train her gun on him, and she'll be like, that was fucking rude.
Nice.
On fetishist number 2, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Give me that attack roll.
God, I hope I don't fuck up this roll.
No warning shots, Clara. Shoot him. Shoot him dead.
That's not good. That's a 6.
That is a miss. That is a. That's a bad
Really,
miss.
really
Fuck
need to
these
spend
guys.
some time on the range, Clara.
Izit, you're up.
Or you're muted, is it?
Distracted by the fact that she got singed.
I want to see where Mr. Drax disappeared to.
Okay, you're going to go after Drax. Okay, so give me your move. So you move through the door, yeah?
Yep.
So what's that? 1, 2, 10 feet. You got another 20 feet, yeah. If you just do it, and so we'll get rid of some of this fog. Oh, come on. You enter a darkened machine room. No sign of Drax. You can dash and move another 30 feet. I mean, you've not moved your full 30 there already. So if you wanted to really give hot pursuit, there is a door to your left here, and there is a door there.
I'm gonna go up, I think.
Okay.
So I've still got another 20 foot. Is that right?
So you did. So you were here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would be this square here. So you can do another 6. So that'd be 5, 15, 20. Yeah, that'd be your 30 to this square if you wanted to get to there. That one.
Okay.
So you taking a peek out into the corridor, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you catch a glimpse of the cape of Drax dashing around the corner, making a break for it.
You'll never catch me, Kasathan.
Okay. And that is then Drax's go. Drax is going to loose off a quick shot at you with his weapon that he definitely has, and I have definitely equipped. 2 seconds. There we go. Equip. Yeah, so he's going to take a shot at you. Oof. There it goes. Oh, you're kidding me. That's a 10 on energy. I'll take it. Is that going to hit?
Yeah, I've got 14.
Curses.
And he legs it. Oops. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's not what I want to do, but there you go. You can see a little bit more. Okay. He's continued his flee. Right. Who won? Blaz, what do you do, bud? You're in the middle of a fight. You continue swinging.
I'm staying with the swinging. He's going for another strike with the staff. No full attack this time because the debuff scares me.
Single hit on fetishist number 1.
Yep, that is 15.
That will hit.
Hit.
Give me a damage roll.
That's another 4.
Oof. Okay. So that is Blaz. Cultist number 1 is gonna come. Ooh. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my music there. Apologies. There we go. Okay, Cultist number 1 is going to obviously get stuck back into you. He too is going to full attack you. So the first hit is a 15 kinetic. Oh, sorry, it's -4, isn't it? So 11 kinetic.
That does not get through.
Okay, goes for another one. Oh, jeez. 2 swings and misses. That sucks. Yeah, nothing.
You can't touch
You know
this,
how that
mate.
feels.
The Gimp is dead. Ormanganda, what are you doing?
Blaz, do you need support or?
Blaz,
Okay.
Blaz screams incoherently. just fucking rage. Not even an intimidating rage, just like the rage of a toddler, just high-pitched shrieking.
Okay, so
someone who's never been in a fight before.
You're not injured, are you?
I've taken a couple of stamina hits. I've got a couple more stamina points, so no, I think I can finish
how
this guy
healthy
off.
are you? Yeah. Okay,
I'm
cool.
I'm good.
In that case, Jay, I'll close with fetishes 2
Okay.
and attack him with an entropic strike.
Okay, go for it.
And again, I'll expend. That's a 20, but not a critical.
Yeah, 20
hit,
with
that's 20.
adapters.
Yeah.
That will hit. Yeah,
And
give me a damage roll.
I'm using acid and bludgeoning damage because I can do both at the same time, just all the time.
Jeez. Okay, give me that damage roll. That nasty damage roll.
So the damage is 6, but I get to roll another one because of my to stack on top of that. So just let me get the dice tray. So
Dormagander's a brute.
So it's another. So it's 7 damage.
Sheesh. Yeah, that really hurt. Fetishes too. He's got kind of his knees have just started to go. Okay.
Finish him off, Clara.
Well, it's Fetishes 2's go next. He's gonna try and hit both you with the flame pistol again. And he's panicked, so he's also gonna full action this. So misses Ormangander, hits Clara, and then he's going to do another.
Oh, he gets 2 hits, 2 strikes, doesn't he?
Misses Ormangander, hits Clara. So 2 hits on Clara.
Really
2 hits on Clara. For a total of 6 flame damage, burning damage.
Ooh.
That comes off your stamina first, of course.
Crispy.
Pet a burning dog.
Okay. So we're back to Izit.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, no, we're not. It's Clara. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Clara, just walk up to him and just put the gun against his head and pull the trigger.
Can I do that? Is there a penalty?
You should just walk up to him and just go bang.
No, I'm just gonna step to the side a little bit. I don't want to get too close to him, to be honest.
What's your hand-to-hand combat ability like?
Not as good as my gun, if I can actually
Shoot him then.
fucking roll a dice.
Yeah, better shoot him then.
Like, fuck. If I can just not fuck the dice roll up, then the gun is definitely more damaging.
Okay.
17.
17 hits. Give me a damage roll.
Nice.
You did it. You hit
Finish him off.
That growl was both in character and out of character. For 4 damage.
Nice.
Tell me what happens.
Okay, so it's cryo damage. So she just stomps to the side with her thigh-high leather heels.
Still on fire.
Just still smoking a little bit, shakes her head, retrains her gun with that growl that I just did that I'm not going to repeat because my throat hurts. And just goes, fuck you. And just a shot of freezing just hits him right in his face. And just...
Very nice. Fetishes 2 is toast. Congratulations.
Very cold toast.
Yes.
I reach over and claw bump Clara.
The worst kind of toast.
Claw bump.
Is it?
Session
You now
5,
are. Now you
folks.
are up.
Session 5. and Clara lands an attack.
Finally hit someone.
We haven't had a lot of encounters. It's not entirely on Clara.
Coup de grace, though. Coup de grace.
Yeah, they have to be helpless for that to work, though.
No, I mean, she's finished him off, though, right?
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's an actual move in Starfinder. A coup de grace.
Yeah, no, I know, but yeah, she has finished him off, right? So
is it?
Down.
I'm gonna like over the comms. I think I'm gonna, because I can see now that there's like not many people there. I'm gonna mention to my group that I'm going after Drax, and you're like, come and join me. I'm gonna need backup kind of thing, because I don't really want to fight 26,000 cockroaches on my own. But I'm essentially just gonna follow Drax and make sure he doesn't try and get out of the back way.
Okay, so give me your 6 squares. Okay, so you... should... Bloop. Now...
Looks like he's at the back door.
He is. You can't quite see into this area yet. You just get a glimpse that you just see, like, it's very dark down this back alleyway. You can barely make anything out. You only just make out Drax. You are running down pitch black corridors.
I don't have a shot on him from the angle that I'm at.
You could get a shot. You could just about get a shot on him right from that corner, yeah. Like sort of from behind cover. You can have a go.
Yeah. I think I'll try and give him a pop.
Okay. Give me your attack roll.
14.
14. Unfortunately, this is with your needler, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Once again, he skitters off and disappears on you across the floor. You're dealing with a wave of cockroaches again. He's like,
"You have no idea what you're dealing with."
And off he scoots. Drax has moved.
Do we see which direction he goes?
Yes, you do, and he is beelined out the back door. One, two,
oh, damn it!
And he's gonna go. He's basically gonna dash, and he's heading for the stairs. Okay, that is Blaz.
I'll finish this guy off now. Come on. Another attack. Hopefully I get a move afterwards and can chase after Boyle. 19.
19 hits.
It's only 2 damage.
Okay. The fetishist is really, really, really weakened. And he senses that obviously Drax has abandoned him. And he's like, "Please, no!" And goes to surrender.
Surrender?
Then he goes,
I ain't even never kill anyone.
I was not expecting that.
You're gonna kill him, Blaz.
Yeah, the memory of being held down as a child, and the pain and betrayal of having his eyes ripped out of his head just all stabs straight back into Blaz. He's dealing with some serious flashback PTSD stuff right now. He's finishing this guy off.
Okay. In that case, he's seeing the look in your eyes. He's going to try and run, and which will give you an attack of opportunity. So yeah, he is going to leg it, I think, this way, and take your. In fact, he's gonna dash basically down the stairs to the next level, so he's kind of underneath this. Give me your attack of opportunity.
Is it just a normal attack, or is there something?
It's a normal attack.
Okay. 6.
6 misses, and he kind of manages to shuffle off round the corner, leaving a trail of blood behind him. He's heavily wounded, but he's made for the gangway. Which leaves Ormungandr. What are you doing? You've had the call from Izit requesting backup.
Yeah, so this guy who I've just presumably killed, does he have any small arms on him? Like he was shooting at Clara and I don't know what that was.
Yeah, he had a flame pistol and a perforator pistol.
Okay. I'll pick those up and run towards Izit's position.
Okay, so you're going to it'll be a move action to kind of effectively loop the body, so you can move 6 squares.
Yep.
So that's all.
He's like
6.
He's exited.
Right?
Like, yeah, I'm like he's out. He's got out. Like he's out the back door.
So I'll head north instead then. That's right. Rather than transiting through, I'll head towards Blaz. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's fine. Fetch just number 2 is dead, which means it'll be Clara's go.
I'm also gonna head towards Blaz.
Are you going to do a dash for up to 12 squares movement?
Sure. So, sorry, I'm trying to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Put it right there.
Okay. Is
Get
it?
out of the way so that I'm not in the way of Ormungandr coming through.
I'm doing the same. I'm running out. 1, 2.
Just let me show you something. You come in round, like following the path you've taken, yeah? So as you get to the doorway, first thing you see is some hazardous chemical storage.
Okay.
And then as you peer in to the room next to you,
F up. Ooh, that doesn't look nice.
you find a grotesque nest. There is a hole torn in the steel plating of the floor. There are at least 3 bodies, or at least from what you can tell. It's hard to say because there are parts around the room. Some appear to have even been strung up as almost trophies. It is a rough scene. So you only took 1 move to get there. You can go further in, you can investigate, or you can maintain your pursuit of Drax.
Hmm. I'm gonna have a little look down the hole.
Okay.
Peer down just to see what's there.
As you peer into the darkness, you see the service ducts and tunnels that sandwich the layers. And as you peer down inside, you hear a scratching sound. It's a quiet, gentle scratching sound. Do you wish to investigate? I'm going to take you out of combat order just for a moment, if you wish to look further in.
Can I come fair with the group? Like, guys.
I feel like actually I'm taking it out of combat order, but yeah, you know what? Very quickly. I'll have to be a short message.
Like, guys, I've found the most grotesque murder room you've ever seen in your entire life, and it looks like there's some kind of hole, entrance, or exit in the ground. Like, do you want me to investigate this further?
Keep going for Drax.
Would I know anything about this?
Only over comms. And when you say you know anything about, how do you mean?
As in, would my character know anything about what the cult is capable of summoning, raising, growing? Fuck knows. No.
Not specifically in this case, no.
In that case, yeah, Blaz is still overcome with his rage and frustration and not being able to kill anything. Just fucking kill them all!
I think keep hunting Drax. Keep hunting Drax. We can come back for that if we manage to get him. I would keep hunting Drax, because he's obviously dangerous. And, I'm injured.
Okay.
I think we need to all focus our efforts on him.
Clara's
Obviously, I'm
gonna-
not saying that. I'm just saying keep going for Drax.
Would you say?
Clara's gonna look at Blaz and just be like, deep breaths, calming breaths, gonna be okay. And then just look over at Ormagana. Do you need healing?
Yes. Do you have healing kit?
Breathe.
Do you have...
No, I can take 10 minutes to heal people.
Okay, so
But I don't know if that. Hang on, I need to read that. But that can
It's
be done
fine.
after.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to tell you now that Drax and the fetishist have disappeared into the staircases, and you are now left. They have lived to fight another day for the moment. As you, Clara, you see the Drax's form vanishing up the stairs, and you lose sight of the fetishist as he disappears into the lower levels. They are now out of your reach.
The thing she can do only affects hit points, not stamina points.
Izit? I'm going to let you. Move if you'd like to. Like, you can start the next wave, and then we are.
Hit points. Health points.
Because I guess like the stamina points is like bruises and stuff, right? Hit points is like actual wounds.
Yes, basically. Stamina points
So
is
health.
exhaustion and battle weariness.
No, I haven't. I'm not actually. I'm a bit bruised,
You're not
but
wounded.
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
In that case, she'll just try and focus on keeping Blaz calm or helping him to calm.
Ormangander's even without his armor, Ormangander's a chunky boy. So.
Okay, where are you?
Am I able? Am I able to chuck one of these explosive canisters down?
You know what? Yes, I will let you. I will let you drop one of them down there if you would like to.
Into the service ducts of the station.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, Blaz is still too enraged to think clearly. He's stalking over to the corpse of the gimp and kind of smashing his face in with his staff.
Dude,
That's
his
how
face is
pissed
already
off he
gone.
Is
His
that?
face is already gone.
Because we are pushing time. Is that what you're going to do? Is it?
Yeah. Is it possible to do that and shoot, or have I run out of actions?
You can. What I'll let you do is, if you'd like to, you can wedge one of the smaller canisters into the hole. and you could probably just set it up so you could just about make that shot from the.
Are you about to jaws that hole?
You know what? I don't think you can make that shot. I'm afraid. I mean, and also, I don't. It's up to you. You might want to like see who's under those blankets before you blow the room up.
These blankets. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see that. Yes, I'll have a look under the blanket and see what's here.
Okay. You find most of DJ Killian. And as you peel up the other blanket, you find the corpse of barmaid Lexi.
Oh, not Lexi.
They have been gruesomely dissected and taken to pieces. The scratching is still coming from the hole.
Have a look in.
Guys, what are the rest of you doing?
I guess I'll close on its position.
You what? Sorry.
I'll close on. I tuck the guns into my leather trunks and start closing on its position.
Is everybody meeting? Is it in the Carnage Room?
Blaz is
the Carnage Room.
Blaz is violently looting the corpse of the Gimp and spitting on the idol on the floor.
Clara's gonna keep an eye on Blaz.
Okay, so you two are staying out there, are you?
She
Ormangandus.
feels like he probably would need her more than the other two right now.
Okay, so you two everybody move your characters to where you are. Okay. Ormanganda, as you arrive in the room, you hear the scratching, and you can see that the light. You can see down into the tunnels, and as the scratching is getting closer, and then a little kizzle head pops up out the hole. It's like, it looks like it's escaped from Herbert Pennybone's next door. Yeah, it just looks up at you.
So I recognize it from the pet shop.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a little kind of purplish violet-y thing, like little pink bands around it. Massive eyes, 4 little fluffy ears, like 3 little bushy kind of raccoon tails, and it just looks up at you like, and just comes padding up to you. It's so unbelievably, stupidly cute. You've never seen anything so fluffy and cute in your entire life. It is singular in its cuteness, to the point where I'm actually going to ask you to. I am going to ask you to, and bear with me a second. I need to make sure my roll's right. Can you please give me a? Come on. Crying out loud. There we go. Yeah, it has like a pathetic gaze. So you and Izit both need to give me a will save.
My God.
DC 14.
So which is
15.
Will save.
Yes.
Will save. 16.
16. Okay, so yeah, you both like. I mean, obviously you're like, oh, but you don't go completely gooey over it. Okay. What do you do? It's just sort of like crawling up out the hole. Like, seems to be going for you, Ormanganda.
I'll just pick it up.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, looks like you have a new little friend. I mean, horrible way to meet them. What do you do now?
So I'll say to Izit, if this has escaped from the pet shop, maybe we need to go and check on Mr. Pennybone.
I think you might be right. But from what
there's not much else we can do here. Let's face it. And I think Killian and Lexi are somewhat beyond even Clara's abilities to heal.
I don't know. If I look down the hall, do I see anything else, Jay, or do I only see what's in the room?
The scratching has stopped, and yeah, you can't see anything else down there. You do spot some of the oozy secretion, though. There's a little bit of that.
Is any of the oozy? Is there any oozy secretion on the Izit?
On
the Kizzle. The Kizzle. No, doesn't have any oozy secretion on it.
Yeah, well, I think both of us probably had the same idea that maybe there was a thing moment going on here. Yeah, I suggest we check out Pennybones because my suspicion is that guy's probably got a hole in the front of his head at this point. Either that or he's just been devoured by cockroaches.
As you scratch the little Kizzle's head, you hear a... and its fucking head splits open like a goddamn lemon.
Hold it.
Nice!
And, yeah. You have a fucking thing moment. You are face to face. It deforms in your hands. Its fur peels back and splits. The blind eyes, the black eyes remain, but they develop almost like tiny teeth around the eyelids. It starts to expand. What was a tiny creature now grows to your guy's size. It splinters out in all directions and turns into an oozing blob of flesh and gore. This will be a surprise round. But give me initiative rolls, please, chaps.
Just those two?
Yes. Yes, for the moment.
Oh, what am I doing?
10.
11.
Okay.
I think we're both appropriately shocked.
Sorry, how did you do this?
10.
Okay, you both go last, and this will be a surprise round, so you will be flat-footed for this round. It first, as it sprung up essentially in Ormangander's hands, the very first thing it does is it is going to go to try and bite you in a very, very unpleasant way. That's a 22. I presume that's going to hit.
That's beyond my armor. I just wanted to check. So this must count as a...
Is a significant enemy for damn sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking, yeah, this must be a significant enemy. Yeah, that's one.
Okay. That's for the bite. Or okay. I need to double check this. Okay. Oh god, this is rough. You take 5 damage.
Right.
And then you need to give me. It's Kuyu. They deliberately disguise themselves as the cutest animals in the galaxy to make their way into family homes, like local suburbs, and dissect people from twisted lairs underground. You need to give me a fortitude save as well. Otherwise, you'll be taking even more damage. It uses its knowledge of physiology to increase the likelihood of inflicting devastating attacks. So you've taken 5 already.
Yeah, 8.
You fail the fortitude save. You're going to take another D3 damage, which I am going to roll now.
So that should give me. Sorry. Let's check. Yeah, I'm going to need a hand in a minute, Clara.
You take an additional 2 damage.
So let me check. So. Yeah. Okay, I'll calculate that when you do whatever happens next. So another 2 damage, did you say?
Yes. So 7 all in all.
Yeah.
What does that take you down to, out of curiosity?
I'm on 8 health.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It's cool.
It's not.
It's really not.
Right. You guys, I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to let Clara and Blaz, you hear this screaming from the other room. You hear a kerfuffle. You can react. I'm going to give you a turn to do what you need to do, and then I'm going to go into a surprise round with Izit and Ormanganda. In fact, I get to... you know what? I do get to attack Izit as well, so... because this... yeah, I've got that surprise round, so it is going to attack Izit as well. It's going to... this will trigger an attack of opportunity for you, Ormanganda. Oh, no, it won't, because you're flat-footed. So, yeah,
okay.
It won't, sorry. Yeah, here we go. And it's going to launch a spiked missile. Is it? Yeah, that's a 29. That's going to hit. And that's 4 damage on Is it straight away. And you need to give me a fortitude saving throw as well.
13.
That fails, so you're going to take an additional D3
Holy shit,
as well.
this thing is beast.
This was what the cultists were worshipping. This is what they were sending into the world as an ultimate deliverer of pain and suffering. And that's
you really could have done with a big fucking dragon right now.
That's an additional 2 damage for you as well. Is it?
Didn't you pick up the flame thing from the fetishist, Ormanganda?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. Clara and Blaz, you have your turns. Try and get involved.
Upon hearing the screams, Clara's just gonna be like, "Hey, Blaz, it looks like you might have something else to take out that aggression on."
Yep, understood. Blaz is gonna hopefully snap out of his rage now that he's done looting the Gimp in a kind of very violent, frustrated way, and start making his way towards the screams, asking for what's going on comms and clear description of the situation.
And Clara follows.
Hang on, we need to do this in how far can we go? 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's not very many
I guess
feet.
you'd be following me.
You can do 60 if you're dashing, if you're just sprinting to get to the sound of the shouting.
Yeah, let's do that. 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
And just make it there.
Oh, you went through the doors. That was probably smarter than what I did.
Let's just drop that down. So, oh, crikey, it's not quite that big.
Holy crap! So where is it? Is it?
It's right.
Position.
It's right behind you.
Has it gone past me?
You were just tickling it. It just kind of like past you. So
Guys, kill it with fire.
Okay. So it's going to be the Kuyus go first. It's going to. Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, it is going to do it. That is what it's going to do. Oh my god. Hang on. Yeah, it's going to.
No, it's going to be bad when the DM apologises before doing something.
Yeah, it's gonna chuck a claw, lash out with its claw. That's a 20. That's gonna hit Ormungandr. Sorry, it needs to move slightly towards you to do this. And then it's gonna hit you for 7 damage.
It gives me another EP, but looks like I'll be checking out soon, guys.
And then we get the... Yeah, no, sorry, that is including the 3. Yeah, that's it. So 7 damage. And that will be... what do we have initiative-wise? It was Ormungandr first, or is it first? It was Izit first, wasn't it?
First.
Oh, sorry.
It was me first.
Ormungandr.
Okay, Ormungandr, you're up.
With fire.
Well, wait, is it actually vulnerable to anything specific damage-wise?
You don't fucking know.
It's stood
Well, yeah,
in
no, that's
front
my
of
point. That's my point.
stood in front of a room full of boom barrels.
That is true.
There is no shame in retreat, I will say that.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty fucked up.
Thank you for the follow, Unliving Luke. Much appreciated.
Can I punch it and then fall back, or do I have to fall back?
You are currently in a threatened square. You will need to do a kind of skilled retreat. You'll need to kind of to leave without it getting an attack of opportunity on you. So you're going to need to use an action. Basically, it means you're going to have to use like an action to kind of disengage and then an action to move. Otherwise, it's going to get a swing at you as you leave.
But it's just going to be able to close with me next turn anyway.
Well, it might.
Oh, if you run away.
Boombox room.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot it with the flame pistol into the.
Can I just? I've not said this at any point in the campaign so far, but are you sure you want to do that?
Okay, I'll just back off.
That's the first. That's the first of the campaign. Absolutely positive you want to do that.
So I'll just retreat maximum distance away from this thing, bleeding heavily and snarling.
It's not happy with you, mate. Okay.
Maybe if you let a little wolf girl know that you're going that way, she can help you instead of going the way she's going already. Just
yeah,
there is a door here, by the way, Clara. Just so you know.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll retreat, and I'll as I'm retreating, I'm communicating with Baz and Clara. I'm basically going, we're fucked.
Izit, you're up.
Do anything with the gloves that Aldous Callahan gave me?
Oh, throw the fucking thing at it. Throw the Palanthea at it.
I think the Palanthea is obviously showing the future right now.
You, the gloves that you have, while not only protecting you from the crystal, can allow you to cast effectively the Hold Monster spell.
Ooh.
What?
Can I do that to give us some time to get more people close enough to it to actually do any damage?
You can. You can basically, move in and melee attack it with the gloves. You can try and get it into a grab.
Okay. I'm gonna try that, and if I'm successful at grabbing it, I might try and shove that little rock down its throat and see if it has any negative effect on it.
Okay. So give me a melee attack first of all.
A bit unarmed strike, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Okay, against kinetic. Okay, so that will be enough for you to get it into the grab. So you now have it held. I'm just going to roll a quick dice here. It is thrashing against you and snapping its teeth at you. You can smell Lexi on its breath. It's really, really, really strong. You can't hold it for long. Did you say you wanted to? It's a bit cheeky. I'll fudge it because we are late. But did you say you wanted to try and grab the stone?
Yeah, I just wanted to shove it down its throat.
As you grab the stone with one of your... This is the advantage of having 4 arms. You reach around... of course, you haven't got the gloves. The gloves are clutching the kuyu. And as you grab the stone... The world seems to freeze for a moment. And you hear Aldous's voice saying, "We are the choices we make, dear boy."
Use the force, Luke.
I'm going to let you do one more action.
I pull out my pistols and try and fire at the explosives behind the creature.
It sees you go for your pistol and it frights back with everything it has. It's shaking itself loose, and you can feel its ferocity. You can sense its hunger. You take the shot, and the incredibly explosive canisters do what they do. They go off like a bomb. They rip out the entire sidewall of the building. Ormanganda is blasted clean down the corridor into the darkness, lost in smoke. Blaz and Clara are blasted. The wall crumbles on this side. Blaz and Clara are blasted up against the wall. They are almost knocked unconscious. You and the Kuyu take a catastrophic wave of energy to the face as the entire room is engulfed in flame and chemical smoke. The Kuyu is dead. The building is wrecked. And you two are dead. You feel your consciousness slipping away somewhere you don't recognize. You feel yourself being drawn to the crystal, which is now embedded in the wall in the Carnage Room. You hear the voice of your mother and your father. You hear many voices from the House Salaran and the Emerald Quorum. And you are no more. But you hear Aldous' voice one last time. We are the choices we make, dear boy. And that's it for this week, folks. Thank you very, very much for joining us here on Starfinder, The Drift Awakens. Commiserations to our friend Bradley. What an amazing player he's been. But yeah, he is at least in body no longer with us. Can we please have some F's in chat, some claps in chat for Bradley? What an outstanding player. Thank you for joining us for these last few weeks, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. We are going to run the credits. Just process for a second. Goodbye, YouTube. Join us next week. Who knows what will happen next week? Full of surprises here on the Jayven Fox channel. See you next time, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,